Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Shawwin. I got a special unboxing for you today, just like I told you I would, assuming that, Postal Service was going to deliver on time, which they did, thankfully. We were supposed to have, like, ice, rain, and crap, but that's here or there. The package I have today is a special one. I don't think, outside of my Haunted Mask script that's signed by the cast, and then later R.L. Stine, and probably my Hammond Skull Haunted Masks have I been this excited for an unboxing. This one is special, guys, and let me tell you, this comes from my buddy Rob, but man, he packaged the shit out of this. I mean, it took me a good while. He told me it took like 2 hours to pack everything, and I can see why. Um, because he did a hell of a packing job. So one of the things I'm going to show you is already out and about, and that's right here. Everything else right here. Now I have not looked at anything inside of the envelope here. I just opened it. As always on these unboxing videos, I save you the time and trouble of just watching me break into these things so we get them ready to go. I will say, Rob, I like your touch of like every layer in this package that I had, dude. He put little notes, and this is the one that was on this item right here. Very rare item, and a lot of the things we have today are rare, but Rob was gracious enough to part ways with items, and we've been working out this for a long time now. I can't even remember back when we first started talking about this stuff, Rob, but it's been over a year for sure. So finally great to do this, and he also threw in a few extras which I don't know about, so we're gonna dive right in. The reason why the camera's so close too is because I want you guys to see this stuff up close. So the first thing we're going to look at is one that's sitting right here and already opened. Okay, so this is the Goosebumps Gold book cover that was never released. The book never came out. We've all seen the artwork though for this and Holidays from Dead House, so it's rare that this is out in the world, but I remember seeing this on eBay forever ago. So I mean, I'm told this is legit, and Rob said that, I believe he said he had Tim confirm that this is legit. I don't know who Zelda is, but now this belongs to Nick. So give you a close-up look, but you can see that like the signatures there, live signatures, which is very cool, from Tim and R.L. Stine. And as you look at this, as I, scroll down with it, I absolutely love the artwork for this. It's a shame the book never came to fruition. And, it's funny because, like, look, now that I have this in person, two things, I always thought that the poster was actually, like, bigger, like it was poster size, like movie poster size. Also, it doesn't feel like a poster, it feels like it was made and printed on cardboard, which is weird. I don't know the origins of this as much as I would like to. Next time maybe I get Tim on the podcast, I'll have to ask him about it and see what more I can learn about this. But I absolutely love this piece, and it's going to be one of the grails in my Haunted Mask collection. Moving on, this was already unwrapped because it came behind it, but he threw this in. This I already knew about. This was a freebie, which he didn't have to do, but he was so nice to throw it in. But it's a sealed Goosebumps calendar. So you can see that from 1997. So it's got the lenticular on the front, all the different months in the back. So you can still have the original sticker price tag on there of $10, which, good lord, I don't even know what these all go for nowadays. I should start looking because I do want to get the 95 calendar. Now that I have this one, I kind of just want to get them all and complete the set. So we'll see how that goes. But wanted to show you guys that. It's very cool. So this is the envelope. I know some of the things that are in here, but I may not know everything that's in here. He did say he was throwing in a few surprises that I didn't know about, so we're going to find out. First thing is something I did know about. This is something he threw in with the poster. And put this out here. There's actually two things in here, but I was going to originally show you the back, but I didn't know he put this in here, but that's very smart. And by the way, Rob, dude, you need to like professionally pack for a living. I know you're a tattoo artist and you probably make bank doing that. But damn, dude, that was easily the best wrapping job in a box I've ever freaking had in my life. But the first thing is an actual ad slick for the Werewolf of Fever Swamp, and that's one of my favorites. Something that it's not got a lot of merch out there, but something that I wish they did more of. And actually, Trick or Treat Studios revealed today that they do have a new merch piece, but it's like a purse bag thing, so I don't know if I'm going to get that. Not really a purse collector. But check this out. So this looks to be like what was meant to be on like a radio ad, and this is the verbiage that they were supposed to use for it, which is really cool. Definitely want to get this framed. Unfortunately, I wish this was two pieces, not front to back. I understand why it's front to back, but it makes it very difficult to display things when you have something really cool on the back, but also something really cool in the front. But again, something I will definitely get framed. So thank you for that, Rob. I'm glad you threw that in with everything. This one I knew about, and again, something he was nice enough just to throw in. So I asked him about the Series 2000 piece that was sitting behind an item when we were looking at his stuff, and it's this Headless Halloween Series 2000 ad. So it was just something that was put out, looks like, to promote Series 2000. And I'll get that a little closer for you guys. I mean, very, very cool. I mean, I absolutely love Tim's art. Halloween obviously is my favorite holiday. It's my lifestyle pretty much, so I was very happy that I threw this in. Now, he has a Welcome to Dead House one too, but I didn't want to push my luck asking about that one. So, next item in here. Oh, wow, cool. I've never even seen this before. So this is a notepad. And I don't even know the origins of this. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Obviously an officially licensed product. What year did this come out? I don't know. I don't see a year on it, but okay, that's awesome. I'm torn because I know I shouldn't use it, but I kind of want to use it. And Hallmark. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, so this is awesome. So Hallmark did a series of cards back in the day. I don't have any, except now I do. So he threw this one in. Okay, that's very cool. I'm gonna open it up and show you what it says inside. So absolutely awesome piece. It's funny. It's another thing I want to frame. These things are just so cool. I want to frame so much of the stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you want to display it with pride. You know, I don't like to just throw things in a tote or put it on a shelf and get it covered up by something else. You know, everything I have, which is why I don't collect everything Goosebumps. Just the stuff that I really like the art on, or if it's Haunted Mask, obviously then I do. But that being said, oh wow, okay, cool. That's awesome. So, wonder if he threw in the sticker book, and for any of you Goosebumps fans out there, you know the sticker book. This one is brand new. How awesome is that? So no stickers inside or nothing. Looks clean. But if you look at Rob's collection, if he ever shows you, because I don't know if it's on his Instagram, he's got a killer collection. I know he's been selling some stuff lately. Um, obviously, even some of the stuff here. But I mean, his collection is incredible. He definitely went for the more rare items of Goosebumps, and the very cool stuff that they brought out. And that's kind of like what I do. I look for all the really cool shit too. I mean, I don't just, like I said, I don't buy everything Goosebumps. It's really got to capture my eye. And to me, this right here is the piece de la resistance. However you want to say that. Probably totally jack that up. But if you know what a press kit is, you know that eBay's had some press kit photos, but they don't have the full press kit. This is a full press kit. And what's it a press kit for? The Haunted Mask. So, press kits were stuff that was given out, obviously, to the press. And they were just little snippets and paperwork and stuff inside that we're going to see here. Now, I don't know if I'll go through every single piece of paper because there's like 50 in here. I'll give you a few rundown of a few, though. And you'll recognize some of the press photos probably that were online on eBay. I actually even have one over there. But these, even the texture on them is different, which is wild. Because I believe the press photo that I have is one that is more like cardstock almost. But this actually has like a slick film over it. So I don't know if someone along the way put that on there or what. Or maybe it's always had a film, it's just the film was never removed off the top. I'm not really sure. But very cool. I'm going to show you the outside first. And the back. And this is one thing I've been thinking, ever since I started talking to him about getting this stuff from him, how am I going to display this? I don't want to take it all apart. I don't want to display every little piece by itself because it would literally take up a whole wall. And I just don't have the wall space as much as I would love to. I've looked at a few things online, but it's hard to say because these have so many pages. It's possible I'll just keep this all together in the folder itself. So here's this. And what's really cool is it still has the Scholastic card down here of the person who ran Scholastic at the time. Or at least was the director of product development, it says. So, tempted to call that number. But I know it's not going to. She probably doesn't even work there anymore. If she does, she definitely probably ain't doing that job no more. So the first thing on the left side are the press photos. Now, they included 2 for the Haunted Mask. One's very popular, seen out there. And I have this one, actually. But again, it doesn't have the shiny film that I feel on top of that. But like I said, maybe this is originally how they came, and you could actually take that off. But I'm not going to. The second one for the Haunted Mask is this one, and I've seen these photos, but never this press photo. So I'm so stoked to have this in my collection. I actually prefer this one over this one, because this is a bit more rare, and obviously it's Catherine Long with the mask, holding it, and then wearing it. So I mean, it's perfect. I actually wish I could get her on our podcast. She's my number one, top wish list person. But if you're watching this, please contact me. But because they preview what the first episode on TV besides the Haunted Mask was going to be, because the Haunted Mask was a special. And if you watched our podcast before regarding the making of Goosebumps, it was revealed that they didn't work on the Haunted Mask first. Actually, it came later, even though it was the first episode on TV. So it's interesting to find out that information. But The first episode that premiered after The Haunted Mask on regular television was The Girl Who Cried Monster. And we have a press photo from that. And this is absolutely crazy. Like, I love this. But, you also get a little sneak peek of Cuckoo Clock of Doom. But it's the Mr. Mortman right there with the tarantula in his mouth. Like, that is gnarly. Like, absolutely love that. So, those are the 3 press photos. One thing on the right side that I'm going to show you before we get into the rest, because the rest is mostly just like packets and paperwork and talking about season 1 and about Stein and the episodes in themselves, Goosebumps facts. So those will be brief, because again, there's like 50 some pages apparently in this, and I don't want to spend all that time showing you all that. Just the really important ones. And this one's very important because it has a film cell on it. And I don't know how well you can see that, but it is The Haunted Mask. It's Carly Beth with her symbol of love there, that plaster Paris head of her that her mom made. So it's really neat to see, and when I look at Bjorn's, it's interesting because his has Fox 20th, because maybe those were ones that were given out later, but since this was technically the first press kit, probably, given it was the first episode to air on TV in prime time, they didn't put any of that on there. It was just the cell that they encapsulated in that little thing, little frame there. So it's really interesting to me to see all this and how these things were just given out and how many were probably thrown away. You know what I mean? Who would have guessed after it aired how popular this show would be and everything that came, with it. So how many of these ended up in a dumpster, sadly? When you think about it, it's depressing as shit. But as you look at this, it's talks about Stein and the book series. It talks about a Goosebumps licensing campaign. So that's all. It's on the right side, and this is the side I was talking about where it had detailed information about the episodes that were coming. So they have The Haunted Mask, which I'm definitely going to be reading before I either seal this up or how I'm going to display this. I have no idea. But it's definitely going to get displayed in the case. That's why the top shelf is now empty, and I moved all the other stuff to the bottom, and this is going on top. It's kind of cool. They put in a Goosebumps fact sheet for them, because obviously, not everybody in the press probably was a Goosebumps fan per se, but they were reporting on this and putting in the paper ads, things like that at the time. And then it gives you a season 1 adaptation, and you see The Girl Who Cried Monster, and it came from beneath the sink is below that. So very cool. Say Cheese and Die is on the back page, Return of the Mummy, Night of the Living Dummy 2. So it does go over everything in there, and that's really awesome. And then it goes over the production. And last thing in there is a snippet from USA Today about #1 selling best author R.L. Stine. It's kind of weird they put that in there, to be honest, but it was really, really cool. And that's it, guys. This is... It's funny when you say that's it, but I mean, everything we looked at today that just went into my collection, whether it be Goosebumps overall or The Haunted Mask. I mean, we are looking at history right now, and it just blows me away when you look at this stuff and think it'll be 30 years next year that the show has been out, and where would my life be without Goosebumps and without Uh, you know, Tim Jacobus' art, R.O. Stein's stories. Um, it's I'm very grateful that Rob, brother, that you threw in these extras and were willing to part with these items. Man, it means a lot to me, and to put these haunted mask items in my collection is no small thank you in my opinion to you. So um, yeah, I don't know what else to say, man. Like, it's rare that I'm flabbergasted, but I'm flabbergasted right now. So that's going to do it for me, guys. I appreciate you watching. If you stuck out through this long video, I know it was long, but we had a lot to look at today. And I appreciate every one of you that follows me on Instagram, watches me on YouTube, or in the Goosebumps Crew podcast. We just got confirmation of a really exciting guest who starred in the TV show. That's coming up later in February when we film with him. So I really hope you guys are paying attention to the Goosebumps Crew podcast, because we got some really great guests lined up. So appreciate you guys. And then, until next time, followers beware, you're in for a scare.